What's up guys, I am back with a tour of Scotland from a trip from actually last summer. And I know I'm very late and I'm sorry for the very late upload, but here it is. So I hope you enjoy this tour of Scotland. So here we got the Edinburgh Castle. This is a very big and amazing castle which is located at the city of Edinburgh. Here's the main entrance, as you can see. And let's go into this tunnel. So now we're walking in this tunnel, and now we're walking in the pathway of the castle to enter the main part of the castle, which is over there. Now here we're passing by a gift shop, and I'm just gonna keep walking so we get in there. So now here we are entering the main part of the castle, and let's go up these stairs to see what it looks like here. Now here we got a very small window, and if you take a look, you can see a bit of the outside of Edinburgh. Now let's get to see a view of the Edinburgh city. Alright, so let's get back down here, and we can see a really cool cannon over here. Now let's see, what does this do? Let's see. Let's go somewhere else. Now here, in this hill, we're moving up this hill in the castle. And I have to say, this is pretty cool because up this hill you can actually see the right side of the castle. I mean the main tower. Now here we can see the main tower of the castle from another view. Here we are inside of the castle. Well, not inside, but on the outside. And here, I hope you guys like this. And here we are in the middle of 3 different buildings of the castle. Here we got a horse statue, and on the other side we got a lion. Now here on the inside, this is one of my favorite parts of the whole castle, and you'll see why in a second. So here we're entering, and here we got the Great Hall. This is one of my favorite parts of the castle, and over here you can see a key with a lot of name tags, including Queen Elizabeth II. And here we got a lot of armors and a lot of swords, which is something that I really like. They were used by knights. And let me know in the comments, guys, if you were a knight, which weapon and armor would you choose? So let me know that in the comments. I really like this armor over here. It's made with iron. And here we got some axes. Over there you can see an armor with a spear. So we're back outside, and here we got this tower, which we can see from the castle, which is really cool and nice. And here we got a massive cannon over here, which looks really powerful, and it's pointing at the Edinburgh city. Hopefully no one shoots that. So here we got a horse statue, and let's get up these stairs to see the beautiful view of the Edinburgh city. So here we are walking here, and here it is, Edinburgh. So now we are at the National Museum of Scotland, which is located in Edinburgh, and this is one of my favorite places in the whole trip because there are a lot of amazing things to see in here. So this is what the museum looks like when you enter it, and as you can see, there are some really cool structures, such as this one over here, and we also got that one over there. Now we are at the technology section of the museum. There's a plane over there and a train as well. Here we also got a Formula 1 test drive, which I really wanted to do, but unfortunately we couldn't do it because of COVID. Here we got a classic car and a really old piano. Here we got a really long dress and some really cool hats in the fashion section of the museum. Here we got a really colorful dress, which I really love with all its features. And here we got some weirdly shaped shoes. And actually, here are 2 of my favorite shoes from here. We got the spiky one and the red transparent one. So here we got this really interesting wooden clock with a lot of interesting features, and it's got a lot of figures. So this is actually a really cool clock. Here we got vintage TVs, and I think it's really amazing because I love vintage stuff, and these were actually one of the first TVs ever made. Here we got this structure over here, which is really cool, but I don't really know what it is. Here we got some bikes stuck into the wall, and in the other side, we got some motorbikes. Here we are at the Northern Land section, with a nice seal, and here we got some clothes and artifacts from people who used to live here a long time ago. Here we got some rocks, and we got this Asian style structure, which I really love because I love Asian architecture like this, and I just think it's really awesome. Here we got a very tall tower, and now let's move to the animal section of the museum, where we got a lot of animals to see, such as this giraffe over here, and we also got a panda. Here we can see some fossils from a deer, and here we got the lions. This reminds me to the Lion King, and there's Simba over there. Here we got the ocean animals. As you can see, we got sharks and some other sea creatures. Here we got a deer and a tiger, and we got a very big elephant. Now this is Dolly the sheep. This is the most famous sheep in the world. This is because she was the very first cloned animal, and this really surprised me because I didn't know you could clone animals. So yeah, this is Dolly the sheep. Here we got a really cool T-Rex fossil, and here we got a camel, which is really cool. Now here we got a llama with a very long neck, but not as long as the giraffe, and a very big polar bear. Last but not least, we got the raccoon, and we love raccoons, right guys? Now here we got the birds, and now let's move to the space section of the museum, where we can see a huge telescope, and this wall is just amazing how it's got so many stars. It's just beautiful, and these rocks are space rocks, which are really amazing, and they just look really cool. And here we got a very cool model of the solar system. Now here we got the Alien Donan Castle, or the Highlander Castle. This castle is really cool because this is actually where the Highlander film was made, and the castle scenes of the film as well. So here we're walking in the bridge of the castle with my family to get to the castle. So we're just walking here, and from here you can see the ocean over here. And that's a castle over there. So now this is a picture of me and my family in the bridge, and look at my messy hair over there. So finally, we crossed the bridge, and here is the entrance to the castle. This is a really cool, well-built castle, as you can see, and I really love this castle because I just love medieval buildings like this. And let's get into the inside. And this is the castle's indoor outside, which is really cool, but unfortunately I can't show you the inside of the castle because recording wasn't allowed. So, but I can show you the outside of the castle, which is this. So now we are back here where we were before, and now let's walk to the right side of the castle. So here we are walking on the right side of the castle, and that's the main tower, as you can see, and we're walking on the right side. So here it is, the main tower, closer, and here we got a blue cannon. So here it is, and I really love this medieval building. And here we're walking alongside the castle, near the ocean and the water. And now, if we go up these stairs, which we are going to, you can see this very old wooden medieval door, which it is a bit broken, but I just think it's really amazing because it's from the medieval period. So now we can see the amazing view, and let's just get down these stairs. So that was the Highlander Castle. Now this is one of my favorite parts of the trip, and it is the Kelpies. These are two amazing statues of horses, and I think these are really amazing because just look at how they are amazingly built with iron. And just look at the shape of these, and I just think they are really beautiful and beautifully made. And you can see how these are made, and the amazing patterns that they had to make with this, with the iron. So if you're going to Scotland, I really recommend going to the Kelpies. They are really nice. And yeah, so here's Baby Yoda with the Kelpies. This is the Ness Castle, and it is one of Scotland's most popular castles. It is located in the Ness Lake, in which a legend says that there is a dragon in the water called Nessie, and only a few have seen it. So let's see if we get to see it. So here we entered the castle, and as you can see, it is pretty destroyed, and there are a lot of ruins after a lot of wars in the castle and how old it is. But we can still see a large part of the castle, and let's get to see the lake over here. So here we can see the Ness Lake, and to your surprise, we actually got to see Nessie, the dragon. See? Right there. There it is. You don't see it? That pointy little black thing? And here we got a picture of Nessie, and there it is. Nessie's tail. There it is. We found the legend. Alright, so here, we're up here, and we can see the Scotland flag. From here, we can actually see the amazing view on what the Ness Castle's ruins look like. And here they are. Aren't they beautiful? Yeah. So now, let's get down here. And here, we can see more ruins of the castle and how these have been destroyed over time and wars. Here's my brother. And here, we can see the tower. The main tower in here. And let's get inside of the tower. And now, we are inside of the tower, where you guys can see what it looks like inside here. There's nothing much to see, but over here we got the dungeon of the castle, which is probably made for prisoners. But we're not going in there. So let's just go see what we can see from that tiny window over there. So here we get to see the lake and some trees, which are really nice. So here we are. And outside of the castle, we got a replica of one of the catapults used by enemies who attacked the castle, which is probably why it ended up in ruins and destroyed. And this actually looks really realistic. This is the Elephant House in Edinburgh, in which J.K. Rowling actually wrote the first Harry Potter book. So it's a very famous place in Scotland. Now this is George Heriot's school in Edinburgh as well, which is a very magical place, as this is one of J.K. Rowling's inspiration of Hogwarts when she was writing the Harry Potter books. As you can see, this is what the school looks like, and it is pretty similar to Hogwarts. Another Hogwarts is the University of Glasgow, and you will be surprised on how similar this university looks to Hogwarts. I actually thought this is where they filmed some Hogwarts scenes from the Harry Potter films, such as the garden scenes, but after doing my research, I found out that none of the Harry Potter films were filmed in here. But we can still agree how similar Hogwarts looks to this school, especially with that tower over there. Now this is the hallways from inside, and this hallway looks very magical, which also reminds me to Hogwarts. It's a really cool hallway. And here is the inside of the university, and it even has its own museum. So this is a museum, and here we got this really amazing dinosaur fossil, which is really cool. And we also got these amazing fossils and rocks. We got these really cool looking rocks that are really shiny and really cool looking. And here we got some other fossils which look really cool and amazing. Now here we got some dinosaur footprints, which is something that's really cool to have here in the museum, and this dinosaur leg fossil, which is impressive. Now there's this fossil of this really cool creature, but I forgot what it is. If you know, comment below. And here we got some bugs in this wall, and here's the Glenfinnan Viaduct, or the Harry Potter Bridge. This is actually where the Harry Potter train scenes were filmed, so this is really cool. Here we got Glasgow's wall paintings, which are really cool and colorful. So these are really nice. This is my mom and my brother. And this is one of my favorites, which is really colorful. And that's me and my brother in one of the paintings. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that tour. Let me know in the comments how many times did I say cool in this video. And let me know in the comments as well, what was your favorite place from Scotland? So see you guys in my next videos.